Hi everyone, Ohayo gozaimasu. Welcome! This channel is for Japanese learners of English. Kiyomo shadowing no lesson wo yarakimashou. Listen to today's real native conversation. Focus on the rhythm and shadow along. Practice daily to master tango, bunpao, hatsuan, and rhythm. Repeat and try again tomorrow if needed. Zehi. Channel no toroku wo onegai shimasu. Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
Ever feel like you're just not cut out for something? Like you hear people talk about how much they love public speaking and you're like, nope, not for me.
Oh, absolutely. That feeling of, yeah, I'm going to pass on that. We all have those things we're just not good at, right?
Totally. And it's not always about being bad. It's more like it's just not your cup of tea. So how do you say that in English without sounding too harsh?
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You don't want to sound like you're throwing shade. You just want to say, hey, this thing, not my forte.
Exactly. So let's break it down. One really common way is to say, I'm not good at.
Simple, effective. I'm not good at public speaking, for example.
Exactly. Or I'm not good at waking up early.
I can relate to that one for sure. Now, what if you want to be a little bit softer with it?
That's where I'm not a fan of comes in handy.
Right. It implies you just don't enjoy it, not necessarily that you're terrible at it.
Precisely. Like, I'm not a fan of speaking English on the phone.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a subtle way of saying you'd rather avoid it. Or you could say, I don't really like we, which is a similar vibe.
And that makes sense. What about when you want to be a little more, shall we say, formal?
That's when you might say something like, is not my strong suit.
I like that. It's like saying, this isn't where I shine. It's more of a polished way to say it.
Exactly. Like, waking up early is not my strong suit.
It's the point across nicely. What about phrases that use the word keen?
Oh, yeah. You could say, I'm not very keen on.
And that's similar to I'm not a fan of, right? It's saying you're not really into it.
Exactly. You might say, I'm not very keen on speaking in front of a large crowd.
So we have a few options. Let's recap them with some examples, shall we?
Absolutely. Let's tackle speaking English first.
Okay. You could say, I'm not good at speaking English, which is pretty straightforward.
Or, I'm not a fan of speaking English on the phone, if you prefer avoiding phone calls.
And speaking English is not my strong suit, if you want to sound a bit more formal.
Right. Then let's move on to speaking in public.
I'm not good at public speaking is the direct option.
And I don't really like speaking in front of a large crowd is another way to say it.
How about I'm not very keen on giving presentations?
Perfect. It's a bit more nuanced. Now, early mornings are up.
I'm not good at waking up early is the first way to say it.
And I'm not a fan of early mornings.
Or waking up early is not my strong suit.
Which works perfectly. See? There's so many ways to say the same thing.
It all depends on the context and how you want to come across.
Exactly. You can be direct, subtle, or even a little bit formal. It's up to you.
So next time you need to say you're not good at something, you have plenty of options.
Yeah, no need to feel awkward or limited in your English. Choose the phrase that feels right for the situation.
Alright, we've finished today's lesson. How did you find it? 理解できない部分はありませんでしたか? Repeat and try again tomorrow if needed. Please let me know your kanso or request in the comments. ぜひ channel no toroku wo onegai shimasu. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. See you next time. Bye bye.